Bomb threats targeting historically black colleges and universities continue to plague institutions here in North Carolina and across the country, with the most recent threats made against Elizabeth City State University and Norfolk State University in Virginia. And these threats comes as leaders throughout the Triangle continue to work to educate and fight for justice. CBS 17's Darren Todd is live at the campus of one school targeted by a bomb threat just last month. Darren.
Hey, good evening, Nick. Students here at NC Central University know firsthand on what that experience is like, receiving a phone call or a text message about a bomb threat here. Now, earlier this month, actually in the beginning of this semester in January, the school received a phone call about bomb threats throughout the campus. Now, today I spoke with the chancellor, who says that he's going to continue to work with city and state leaders, even leaders who are part of sororities and fraternities, to make sure that students continue to spread. They're going to continue to spread awareness and raise funds to make sure that these doors at these institutions stay open so they can continue to educate their students.
Church members at St. Joseph AME Church came together Sunday morning to worship and bring more attention to HBCUs and the contribution they have to the community.
The historical perspective, and then to raise money at HBCUs. As a college president, I know firsthand the struggles and financial needs of HBCUs. So I was honored to be here today to assist and tell a new story and get a message out about how much we need to support our HBCUs.
Now, in the past few months, many HBCUs have received bomb threats, just like Elizabeth City State University, which received a threat on February the 25th.
The narrative of white supremacy is alive and well in the mindset of attempting to intimidate. We have seen it play out time and time again, and the bomb threats are just another example of that.
It is an unfortunate incident because it is designed to create fear and intimidation of our students and to disrupt our services. But as I said there, we are a very strong community. We are not going to be deterred, and we are resolute about educating our students, and will continue to do so.
A junior at NC Central shared the experience was a bit frustrating.
There was just a lot of confusion. Nobody was fully sure of what was happening. All we really know that there was a threat.
Something she was not used to at the university, but something she's been familiar with since high school.
I went to high school here at Early College, and there was a shooting threat that happened when I was there as well. So this isn't the first time the school's gotten threatened, which is concerning, but yeah.
Local city and state leaders say that they will continue to educate students when it comes to these matters and will continue to help throughout the year.
Such a sad experience what some of these students have to actually endure. Now, Pastor Augustine says that every quarter they will continue to lift up and support students by doing a hashtag Social Justice Sunday, and this will continue to spread awareness for those students here, and it's a part of their initiative in giving back to the community that they serve. For now, live in Durham, I'm Darren Todd with CBS 17 News.
All right, Darren, thanks for that report.